damn it. I am a weeb.
You nearly got me too.
Was that a question?
No, I said I am, not am I.
Yeah, but you didn't have to confirm it. Thank you. And my phone needs to be muted.
I don't even need try.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, one useful little thing that we have for tonight, and I will be hopefully adding to this if I have a bit more time down the road. We have a custom command because the link from QCon is still live. So tonight on Beneath the Iron Heel, we're still technically raising for money for QCon. So if you hit exclamation mark donate in the chat, which I will do right now because
please do, guys. Please do.
I already have.
I'm a lonely UK boy that wants to go to this convention. If it's not going to happen, y'all guys. In fact, hang on.
QCon
Let me go over to it.
On for all 3 days over the weekend, raising money for PIPS Belfast, which is a mental health charity that helps people with people in crisis and also just people with mental health problems. Please help them. I helped them to get 200% of their original fundraising goal last night, so yes. Which means
they're better than the UK branch, I'm all in here.
Well, I have been using this one for a year, so yeah, it is pretty good. So yeah, where did we leave it last time? Oh wait, something that might be slightly related. Yeah, when we last left the party, they were hungover.
Some of them were
hungover. Some of them.
Others were hungover in a different sense.
And one of them doesn't get hungover.
This is true.
That's gonna be our party trick.
That is a party trick and a half. So we'll take it. Oh, apparently Twitch is showing as unstable. Bitrate too high. What? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it did that to the QCon. It did that to the QCon streams as well.
I didn't know that was a thing. Huh.
Apparently, it broadcasts at like half the rate of YouTube or something. So, if you have up too high for YouTube, it craps itself and dies on Twitch.
Interesting. That's new.
And donated.
Yeah, Scratch is getting more and more vampiric, and I'm loving it.
Slightly.
Remember, I had Halloween face paint. And I'm like, I never used this. Let's use it now.
So Scratch wakes up in the morning.
I thought you were absolutely tired.
Let's be honest, that's how Scratch looks in the morning.
You look like a student.
Like you.
It's so tired.
You're asleep in a field, and
been there.
The turtle man is still awake and holding on to you.
You're finally awake.
God damn it! You not even 5 minutes in, and you get a Skyrim remark, really?
Well, I mean, Dovahkiin was just announced as a Mii Fighter costume for Super Smash Brothers.
I know. Dear. Sure. Not much you can do about that. So
Scratch,
yeah.
Is this the real you? Are you okay now?
Okay now? I'm assuming.
Well,
out of universe.
Out of universe. Like at this point, it has reverted because it is a nighttime thing, so it's now morning. But like you look down and you are like there are some parts of you probably hurt a bit more from being held like this for a considerable period of time. But you see some scratch marks, some bite marks on Snips.
Do you remember anything from last night?
Real munchy.
Well, we can confirm that you're not just a bird anymore. You certainly lived up to your name.
Yeah. You okay, Steps?
Go on, DM, you've got to do it.
No.
You've got to try Christmas.
No, see, I know I can do it, but I'm not going to. But along the line, Snips would be going, like, he's tired and sore.
Needs a nap.
He needs a nap.
I think we need to give a debriefing to the rest of the team once they're sobered up. Whatever's going on with you here, I think we need to sort it quickly. This is quite a predicament. Let's hope they can now see why I never do these parties.
Totally nothing to do with anything else that occurred, of course.
What happened? Nothing happened. There was no one there. Someone just left their door open, that's all.
So yeah.
Will you be able to walk, or will we... Are you 100% sure you won't revert?
The spiky teeth aren't there.
Yeah, I think okay. The legs can sort anything.
Snips.
They're good like that.
You can let go now, my friend.
Snips lets go kind of like slowly.
Come on, we should get you home immediately.
Well, that's what he gets up and then walks home.
And speaking of, legs came in very handy yesterday. You can thank them for the fact that you didn't end up getting anyone in a dire situation. Well, and of course, Snips.
A lot of people had a hand in that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think Kara.
Kara had the. Let's make sure nobody sees this.
But I wouldn't have known that. I wasn't there.
No.
Oh, that's true.
That's true.
How did he stormed off?
Yes.
I seem to remember Kara set the room on fire?
Perhaps.
Oh yeah.
I did ask her for a distraction. It was a good distraction.
I don't think she set the room on fire. I think she set off smoke bombs.
That
She also
Oh,
set
I did use wall of fire as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and
We should press them when we get home.
And let's be honest, what creates smoke?
Bombs.
People assume fire. So yeah, Kara and Urson wake up in the house pretty much, and they're just like having breakfast at this point. With Aranza, who is like head first on desk, drink like I am hungover.
Rev up those fries.
Best cure, more drink. Never sober up.
No,
I don't disagree.
bacon.
Fight poison with poison.
You're saying this to somebody who that was the first time she's been drunk. They've been drunk.
Oh. Maybe not then.
Damn,
No.
Stuff like spirits and all. Excellent. There's a jug of water beside their head, and then I'm pop on the toga and go dunk my head in the ice cold water.
That's fair. There's enough of that, yes.
Sweet. Super up.
I'm just kind of like picking dirt out of my hair. I'm not entirely sure how it got there, but you know.
They went dancing in the garden.
Bits of suit, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Jafira woke up early and was told to go to the alchemist hut. Or the shop, for reasons.
Feet.
For obvious reasons of, you said werewolf. Let's go deal with that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I did not put that off any longer.
Yes, because, town alchemist hears that there's a werewolf in town, they're like, let's fix that. That shouldn't be a thing. Oh, and there's a camera freeze as soon as I, move away.
Weapon! An abomination!
Pretty much, yeah, that's how they're saying it.
I mean, they're not wrong.
Well, yeah. But she's also like, your friend needs help, let's help him. Can I get from yourself, Jafira, a alchemist tool check?
How on earth do you do that?
Good question. I've not ruled that in D20 on Beyond before.
I have a proficiency in alchemist supplies.
I think it's something like flat in or flat ways, and then you add your proficiency. I think
it's proficiency plus stat, which for alchemist tools is intelligence.
What's proficiency?
Your proficiency should be +3 at the moment.
It is. It's beside your charisma stat.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have those tools in your inventory? You do not currently. Okay.
No.
Even if you just click on your proficiency bonus, does it roll it? No. Darn.
I do.
We can just.
The artificer has like a billion tool sets.
Oh, that's true. I will just add them in then because you're using hers.
Yeah, I can remove them afterwards.
So it should let you roll them now. Yes, if you click on the tool, there's a thing saying use tool up in the top right.
It's not refreshed yet. Let me refresh.
Okay, okay. Oh.
There they are. Use tool. Ability is intelligence, right?
It is indeed for this one.
And proficiency.
That's an 11.
Ooh, I rolled a 0. Oh no, that's just my intelligence modifier.
Yeah.
That is kind of stupid.
Your stats were fairly low, so you had to be conservative with them. But you do have the witch to help, so you successfully assist her at least. She makes up something actually for it. She had some belladonna root, and a few other and wolfsbane and such as well. This is like normally this works. Try it. I say this now. She's going to hate the taste of it.
Okay. Should I warn her, or just give her something so sweet? Should I warn her that it's going to taste bad, or should I just give her something sweet to drink for after?
Either or, whichever. Whichever you think is necessary, my dear.
Well, thank you for your assistance.
Of course. But come back to me if it doesn't work, just in case. It should work. But, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna head back to the house then.
Yes, and everybody's then at the house at the same time.
Is everyone up? Is everyone doing okay?
There are 5 people currently up. 6 people currently up in your house. There was 7, but he has just walked to his room and fell on the bed.
Oh, he's so tired.
What slips?
How's the hangover treating you all? Can I get you some water or something?
You want to run?
Oh, there's at this point, Urson has the water out already.
Yeah. See, I'm behind on time.
Well, you had something important to deal with.
Scratch.
Not excuses.
Yeah.
Drink this. It's going to taste terrible, but drink it anyway.
Sure.
I was going to say, do you want to make a sort of Arcana check on it? I think it would be Arcana, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not feeling too hot.
But that's enough to
Pretty low roll
like,
at a +8.
the smell of it, like, you can definitely tell that there is wolfsbane in there. You're like, that's what it is. How does this work again?
Are we gonna have to hold the bird again? Because I don't think I have the strength alone to do that.
I think the moon needs to be out for that. I think we're all okay.
You'll have to excuse me.
Let me see.
I'm not used to running on fumes for this many days.
Go take a nap.
Give me a Constitution save while you're drinking it.
Ooh.
Oh no, you're fine. You do not bug it up.
Nice.
Yeah, it's not too high of a DC for that one because it is technically poison. Wolfsbane is a poison.
See, fight poisons with poisons.
In this case, it does actually work, except well, you're not going to know if it's done the actual thing you wanted to do for a little while. Because you won't know until the nighttime, pretty much.
Perhaps we have to keep them in quarantine until then.
Oh no!
Oh no! It's getting too real.
Scratch springs it, and you just see all the feathers poof out.
It's like
Fluid heck! It's Wolfbane's, not Monet.
It's like the scene in Spirited Away when she stands on the bug, and she gets the shivers the whole way up.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that's pretty much how that works at the best of times.
Gross.
Yeah. So you just have a day now.
I'm just going to spend the morning getting a nap.
That's fair. Does anybody need to do anything this day?
We'll get some practice with the knuckle dusters. I'm sure there's a sturdy tree about.
Somebody set up a training dummy, did not?
Mm-hmm. That was you?
Yeah. I put one outside just in case, and then Scratch made a moving one.
I think it was something Scratch was going to work on.
So yeah, I think it was Prof. I don't remember doing it.
It was discussed.
I think somebody fought the legs at one point. Or something.
Poor legs.
I remember that happened.
That was I think that was Snips.
Hindsight.
So yeah, there is a punching bag at the back that you can punch.
Excellent. I'm gonna get some work on the knuckle dusters for that.
I'm gonna come join you. I'm just gonna watch for a bit.
After waking up, I would like to just quickly go to the alchemist, see if they've got any more of that energy stuff.
You assume that I wasn't going to have this ready for today after last night. 5 silver. 5 silver.
Yes, certainly. How many is that for?
Just the one.
Just the one. Okay, I'm taking off 5 silver straight away immediately. That's an insta buy.
For a hangover cure.
It's not a hangover. That's the thing. I'm not drunk. Oh, I just want the energy.
Yeah, it's like a 5-hour energy. Yeah. Take 2 of those. I have 10 hours. No, that's not how it works.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
It's 5 hours of a heart arrhythmia.
Pretty much. Yeah.
I can now read 4 times as fast.
This is why I can't drink energy drinks, because I did try to do that once.
Done.
Well, I think I drank
Scratch probably should sleep, but isn't going to, and just goes upstairs and just hear bashing. Something's going on, but nobody really knows what.
Are you just peeved, or are you making something?
I don't know. I haven't thought of anything to make, but yeah, I'm definitely peeved.
Oh, that's fair. You're hammering for the sake of hammering, then.
Oh, is there anywhere in town where I'd be able to get war paint?
At the moment, yes.
Sweet.
Remember the wagon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Paint isn't something.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
We should go check what they've got.
Yes. We're gonna go shopping for paint.
Fair enough. Wait, did all the ice melt already? Holy crap, it did. Sorry, I put ice in my bottle about an hour ago.
Right, well, it's either hot in the room or it's you, mate.
I don't know which. I assume just the weather in general, but dear lord. Was not expecting it to be that quick. So yeah, the wagon's actually set up in the village square at the moment. Because, well, yeah, Mortimer asked them to bring it along for a few days.
What's going, Cara?
I'm still looking for diamonds if I can find any.
Would I be able to join them on the way back? Go cross paths, isn't there?
Yeah, because you're in the village square too, and you see them coming down.
I didn't expect to see you two down here.
Give me a investigation check there, Cara.
That's gonna go badly.
Just in the off chance.
Okay, apparently not. Nat 20. That goes down to 18.
Nice. Yeah, there is. There is one hidden away there, but it's under lock at the moment. For, obvious reasons.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Is the person selling it still here?
Yeah, there's a couple of people around, because obviously a lot of people are browsing, and they're just keeping an eye on people.
I'm I've got plans. I'm gonna kind of grab the attention of whoever and be like, how much for that one?
What kind of one was it you were looking for? Was there
gonna be worth 300, I think.
Worth 300? Right, then
yeah.
They'll start at 450.
Of course. I could do 350.
400?
We'll have to throw something else in for 400 there.
Do you want to roll? Oh, give me a roll for that one then.
Okay. Persuasion?
Yeah. We do like some persuasion rolls.
21.
Ooh. That's a good roll. Let's give me a roll for them. They're looking around and going. Trying to figure out. They seem to be trying to figure out what else they could give you, or what else you'd be in the market for.
Difficulty is that I don't know what I'm in the market for either.
Like you seem local enough that they're like what else would you want from this area? Like, or what other exotic goods would be useful to somebody local?
Let me think about that, Urson, if you want to grab anything.
I need black and red war paint.
They start hooking through it. Pull out sort of the like cup-sized amounts of it.
Like about 5 of each.
We only have 2 of each at the moment.
I'm taking 2 of each.
Okay, that would be 4 gold, please.
Excellent. And do you know where I can find someone who can make scrolls? Magic scrolls.
There's a few people in Longtooth that can write them. Any wizard, trained wizard, can usually do it too. A few other spellcasters as well, but not too many. If you need somebody brought up, maybe ask Lord Mortimer if you need somebody brought up for that sort of thing. Depends if it's magical or not. Oh, it is magic scroll. You said magic scroll there. Sorry.
Yeah.
Then yeah, you would need to ask. Either find a wizard or find Lord Mortimer. It depends whether or not they know the spell already that you're looking for.
I need a couple of spells, but I'm also to hire them for a little bit.
Your best bet would be hiring somebody in Longtooth if you can make the journey yourself, or getting Mortimer to do it.
That's a good plan. I'll get Mortimer to write me a letter.
Would I have any connections in the visiting schools?
You would definitely have, yeah. Of course, there's people there. There's people in Longtooth. There's people in like pretty much anywhere that's like anywhere that has a library. There are wizards.
If you're to ask Mortimer about this, if he may put in a word for me, they may be a little more responsive.
Sure. Tell them to include your name on it.
Give them books, they will come.
Exactly.
These are wizards.
Color. Yeah, I can give them coloring books, but that's about it.
This is true.
It would be quite nice to actually catch up with maybe one of the teachers or students. Recall our tales.
Lots of previous students at this stage it would be. Anyone that you would have been... Well, most of the people you would have been in the college with would have graduated as well.
That's what I meant. It'd be nice to catch up with some of them again.
True, yeah. All the teachers will be in the capital unless they're on research trips. But we'll have to see about that. Jafira, you're back at the house at this point?
Mm-hmm.
Anything you wanting to do?
Probably go back up to the docks and continue practicing ship sailing.
Mm-hmm.
Just at least for a few hours.
Yeah. Aronza heads back to the smithy and just keeps the sign unclosed and goes inside.
Good. I was gonna warn them. Don't start hammering. You've got hammers and nails in your head already. Don't make more.
This is true. And scratches banging away and Snips is asleep. It gets to about mid-afternoon. Well, wait, actually no. Kara, did you think of something?
Yeah, the box that the diamond's being held in. What's that made of?
It's actually part of the wagon. It's like a.
Oh.
It's like a glass. It's like a locked glass container on top of.
Okay, and it's like attached to the.
This is a display wagon more than anything. It has fold out parts that has more shelving on it. Sorry for the bang. So it folds out onto more shelves and stuff like that to show off the goods.
In that case, would you have any magical rings?
Only really this one that I could include in that is just like a ring that seems to it glows slightly, but it seems to have a bit where you can put a signet onto if you need to.
You know what? That's interesting. I'll take it.
Yeah.
That's good enough for me.
It's a sort of you think that if you were able to see or get a copy of say like a family signet or something like that, you could place it on there and nobody would be able to tell that it wasn't meant to be there.
Okay.
Nobility.
It would be a decent sort of infiltration tool.
May I have a quick look?
It's literally just it's a ring that glows slightly.
Cool. I was gonna pass that. Oh wait, identify as an.
Yeah, but it's not major at all. It's just a minor little thing.
I'll choose identify just that. Oh.
But it's a 400 gold thing.
Yeah.
400 gold for that and the diamond.
Yeah, that's good enough for me.
Cool. They're happy enough with that. 300 gold diamond. Do I remember what that's for? I think I do, but I'm not sure.
Maybe resurrecting.
No, that's 5,000, I think. Oh no, that's true res I'm thinking of.
Yeah, because there's different time periods that you can do it from. So if you're trying to resurrect someone that's been dead for 1,000 years, it's more expensive.
Yeah.
Which
free for me.
Guess makes sense.
It's free for you.
Free to do to me.
That's because Ares just says get the F back up.
I'm that.
Wake up, samurai! We got a city to burn. With flour.
Oh dear. It's we have
need for war.
Yeah. War never changes. But yeah, it gets to the afternoon time, and there's a frantic knock on the front door.
I'll get it.
Still a toga.
Oliver's going to make his way to the door and just open it slightly and just peer.
One of the guards is standing there.
Oh, hello there.
One of the general's guards.
Oh, hi. Sorry, I'll just open the door fully for him.
Is Lady Jafira there?
Yeah, I'll be back by now.
Jafira.
I was sent to get her. Whatever. Where's my notes from last week? Because I put names on there.
Jafira, you're being called for.
Coming.
They'll just be here in a second.
Lady Roseberg sent for, apparently a messenger's injured down by the entrance to the village.
Oh. Right, okay. Where?
Literally on the main path in.
Okay, show me where.
Okay. Is anybody else following with?
Jafira, sounds...
Hell yeah, I'm following.
Opportunity, may I?
I have no idea why I'm being
This sounds
called.
like drama. I'm following.
Yeah.
Okay.
This sounds like...
Nothing better to do. Got a spear.
I hope you don't mind if I come with the pay company with you.
At this point, like, the soldier is starting to move down the road, sort of thing. So as you guys like are, it's like, this sounds urgent.
Yeah, tag along.
Can't tell if I would hear this or not, but I think Scratch, if I noticed, would totally take the distraction.
No,
you notice everyone leaving from your window and jump from the top floor.
you would have heard a bang, because like this guy was not being gentle in the door.
Can we point out we called her Lady Jafira?
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
I felt so fancy.
This guy's a soldier. He assumes.
You bathe with nobility.
Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of how this general soldier sort of thought is. They lead you down to the entrance to the village. This is like still a little bit of a distance from where you guys, like, the actual, before you get the building sort of thing. And there's a man fallen over on the side of the road.
I'd like to walk over and just see if I can help him stand.
Well, the Belladonna's there.
What's the report then?
I don't know.
You don't
Is he not
know?
saying anything?
He's unconscious. I need help.
How can I help?
Jinx.
Okay. You look at him. He seems to be slightly very pale. He's an elf man he's carrying sort of like looks to be like a travel bag on the side. And he's sort of like yellowish under his eyes. His skin's a bit gaunt.
Sorry, voice one just messed up, so it was gonna do the bleeper like non-stop. So
that's alright. So his skin's very gaunt. It's very has like you see like what beginning of some form of boils on his arm.
Ooh.
Has he been poisoned?
I can't tell. Not by any poison I'm aware of.
Do I recognize his symptoms?
You've never seen these symptoms on... If you've seen these symptoms, you would not have seen them on a human before. Or in this case, an elf.
Scratch whips out the Geiger counter.
Yeah. Can I check his
There's
bag?
a bit of a residual. There's nothing in his bag, just some letters.
active again.
It's me.
But there is some residual radiation coming off him.
I'm going to hit him with a couple of dice of healing light.
Okay. Give me a roll on those.
I thought you said you were going to hit him. I was like, sweet.
7 hit points back.
Okay. He stops like... Well, he doesn't look like he's dying now, but he is still unconscious. There might be some more long-term stuff that he's done here.
We need to. If he's been hit with the same things we found earlier, we need to remove everything that could have come in contact with it. It seems to poison things that come in contact with it.
Same thing as earlier?
Well, I'm thinking like there's lizard folk.
Yeah, this is Belladonna. What do you mean?
We came across these lizard folk, the ones that attack here. They seem to have similar symptoms. And there were these battles that made us feel so ill.
That's where the stinky water came from, in the vial I handed you.
As this is going on, Ollie's just going to flick for his book, find the drawings he made of that, just to show them.
Oh, crap. Yeah, that does look similar. Now, here's the scary thing. I hired him.
So you know who this is?
He was investigating something for me.
Investigating what exactly?
Yes. What curious?
A missing alchemist to the west.
You don't think
there was a small town over there. He was to go.
What do you mean was?
He was to go to that town and come back with news of what had happened. That shipment you were looking for.
Yes.
That's who he was. He was to find out what happened to them.
Oh,
if this level of sickness is, he's been near that, and this is what's happened to him. I don't know what's occurred.
We should probably start packing our bags and heading over.
Oh
yeah.
I think we should wait for him to wake up first, surely.
Can you help me bring him back and bring him into the village?
Sure.
Yeah.
Pick him up over the shoulder.
Oh, thank you.
How high are those readings? Scratch.
Not too bad.
Not too far left. It's far left, not too far right. That may be a good sign. Might be safe.
Well, he's not going to infect anybody else.
If I grow 2 extra arms, that just means more whacking. Go with it.
You're thinking with mutations. Damn it, Krona. I heard what that thing said.
I didn't.
It's sort of weird.
I can't make it out.
Oh, yeah.
So brings him back to the alchemist shop, and like she pulls out sort of like an emergency bed for him. She has those, just in case.
Gently put him down.
It's all right. So like she's pulling out like different tools now just to check a few things and all that. So she's gonna try and fix him up. If you guys need to go.
We probably need to stop anybody else entering that village if something's there to make people get sick.
This is the first.
Into some form of quarantine.
It's at least by foot. It's, I would say, like 3 to 4 days travel to the west, but it's not on main road, so it'll normally take a bit longer.
Straight line.
Around the coast of the lake.
We're not I'm sorry, out of character here. We're not facing a nuclear blooming winter, are we?
Don't know.
I'm scared.
That's, of course I'm going to say that as the answer.
Come on, zombies. Oh, one more thing.
Do you guys
probably leave a note for Snips.
Just maybe want to bring a wagon? That way you can just park it in the back or something.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Probably by horse and carriage, it can be quicker to get there as well.
Yeah. Especially while he's unconscious with whatever's wrong with him. Because if he was conscious, he would give you the stag buff, which just makes us go no. So yeah.
We should move at daylight.
Do you guys know how to protect against this?
Ooh.
Not really.
That suit.
I do. I got one.
You do?
Yeah. From that lizard place. I was going to refashion it, but I never got around to it.
Lizard place?
We found this old suit.
Oh.
Seems to work.
Didn't it, like, collapse, though? Was it not, like, really structurally unsound or something? I was actually going to look at what we did with that, I couldn't remember.
From your
we kept the helmet.
Yeah, we kept the helmet.
You've taken
From
parts.
the ocean.
You took parts out of the helmet, sort of to fashion into your goggles.
I kept the rest. I kept the rest of it and be like, yeah, can somebody try to basically give me some power armor? But there was before that there was an actual radiation suit.
Oh.
That was a cracked screen, so the body would work, the face not so much. But
any chance anyone knows mending?
No.
I do.
I've got duct tape.
Scratch
Also,
the spell.
Yes.
Gonna give it a few.
It's just because I know that you have to give somebody potassium iodide if they've had a radiation thing, and I want to say it, but Jafira wouldn't know that.
Eat a banana.
Eat something of an idea that this will work. Hold up a banana. What?
It protects. Well, it doesn't show you.
Don't worry, guys. I got this.
Put your floppy banana away.
They used to give it to people with office and herbal.
Don't make me press it again.
I just did it for what Urson's currently doing.
Okay.
Mondays.
Yeah.
Brain's slow.
Yes, at the best of times.
I'm gonna go speak to somebody about hiring a carriage and a horse.
While they do that, I'm gonna go visit our good friend. Forgot his name. Our employer.
Mortimer? Yeah.
Mortimer.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, yes. What can I do for you?
I'll go with you.
I was wondering if you could perhaps do me a favor and get a message sent out for as much as it pains me to say it, a higher ranked wizard than I. One of our members requires a scroll written, and I thought if anyone would have those contacts, it would be you or I, and I kind of do not. I kind of fell off communicating with everyone a while back.
It's alright. Well, Urson's with you, so...
Yeah. I am right here.
What is it you need?
Oh.
What do you need them to know?
Permanency and arcane sight.
Ah. So someone who's good at, making magic last a lot longer then. Pretty certain there is... I'll have to check if there's somebody down in Longtooth for that one, but if not, we might have to send word to the capital.
If one request, though, if you are to do this.
Yeah?
Do not call that thing back to this town.
You are
Put
going to
people
say
on high
thing.
alert.
I'm sorry. But if etiquette dictates that I have to, I will do it. I want my position back.
Position back.
Position?
My position in the King's Court. If I have to kowtow to him a few times, I will.
If you call him, you'll leave this town nothing but destruction and ruin.
Try me. You mightn't wake up one day.
And I will assist you with that, Mortimer.
I'm not threatening.
Nice.
That was threatening
I'm
me.
warning the city.
Why? I've seen what that man does. Maybe not entirely, but there are murmurings. You just have to make sure not to give him a reason to do it. Like not calling him out in the middle of a noble party. That would be a good start. Remember who pays you.
Yeah, please. We want to destroy this house. Don't give him any more excuses to be angry at us.
I understand why you were angry at him. Oh, believe you me, I do. That was not the time nor place to do it, but do not make demands of me. Remember what position you're in. You guys need my...
So you used to be back in your king's court, yes?
Yes.
So whenever we do heroic deeds, it would help if we said we did this in the name of Lord Mortimer?
Oh, sure, I already know this. That's pretty much, anytime it leaves this village, that's pretty much just being tacked on to the story.
Oh, sweet.
Such a proposition. But if he is to come, let me know beforehand so I may not be here.
You know what? Fair. I did not know that that's who you were.
It's my fault. I should have probably let you know earlier.
I don't blame you for not telling me, considering how he acted towards you. So, yeah.
That's only a sort of who he is now.
I will make sure to let you know in future.
I appreciate it. I apologize for making a mess.
There is a steely gaze on you from the back, like, behind him, the entire time while somebody's cleaning.
I didn't cause the destruction.
No, the Eladrin is like cleaning up the place still. She's just like, I want to murder you all.
Would you like some help there? Perhaps there's time when we come back.
You're traveling for days.
Yeah, just give her like 50 gold.
Yeah, so sure. Funny.
Money's no object, sure. It's time.
I will ask. Is there any way we can make this up?
Do not worry. I can replace everything that was destroyed, no issue. Not that much was destroyed, but enough.
The window.
Yeah, pretty much.
We can at least we can ever repair the more mental and less physical versions of damages caused.
I'll be honest, yeah, we might have done some damage there.
Don't you worry. You guys are adventurers. They kind of expected it. No party with adventurers in it ever goes well. But it is entertaining.
Well, with that, I thank you for your consideration.
Sorry.
Later.
Okay. No issue.
Foremost, all of it can be.
But he gets somebody to write up a letter and sends it off. Let's try and track somebody down that can do that.
Sweet.
May take a little while. Might take a few weeks.
I legitimately did not think he was threatening by saying how his father might cause destruction.
That did come across as it, though. So, because it didn't sound like you were mentioning your father would. It sounded like you would do it.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I recently dialed it up to 11.
Yeah, that sounds like I'm sounding Lord Mortimer if you start to try fireball all the time.
But it's understandable.
To be fair, he would be.
And it seemed to
that's his brain. That's his brain not working from half a night's sleep.
Yeah, that's fair. You were able to easy enough get a carriage here. A lot more of them came into town anyway, so some of them were still hireable.
Sweet.
One day.
And yeah, Snips climbs into the back and just goes to sleep.
Pat.
You little baby.
I'm gonna give Snips one of my many blankets.
Can I join him? I think Oliver would still be half asleep.
He's sleeping back off.
Yeah.
You can hook underneath. He'll die.
There is enough room for sleeping in the back, don't worry.
Oh, he's just going to go to the back of the cart, just lean against the side and just close his eyes and rest.
Yeah, and Snips is just going to go like this and force you into spooning with him.
I'll be honest, either side of the spoon with Snips is not safe.
A double-edged spoon.
Oh my god, that is such a good creation. Now I can eat ice cream twice as much. I just turn it like an oar.
I was gonna say, Snips is in his shell in the back of it, you're sitting far back, just one quick hey-ya, and he's coming at you.
Green shell.
Why do I hear a blue shell? I'm not in first place!
Why do I hear funeral music?
Why do I hear Aerosmith?
Oh no, the African funeral meme.
You guys seen the picture of the fat lady putting up lost dog posters with the dog stuck in her butt cheeks?
Yeah.
It's Flips putting up a lost Oliver poster with Oliver like stabbed on his spikes.
Oh dear.
Why? Why are y'all doing this to me?
Well, let's be honest, you're doing it yourself. You're sleeping in the back with Snips.
It's a dangerous choice.
It is.
Who has the best animal handling, by the way?
Fine, should we make sure he's tied down first?
Got +3, that's not bad.
I have +3 too.
Cool.
Anchor.
You anchor Snips to the ground. That's the most effective way I've heard.
I think me and Cara
such an
can
effective
take
paperweight.
Yeah.
You know, me and Cara will take shifts driving the carriage.
At least one of you is proficient in land vehicles, so.
Yes, me.
Yeah.
Me.
At least one.
I'm also proficient in animal handling, though.
Yeah, but it is a land vehicle, so we'll treat it as such, if needs be.
Great, we can all take shifts.
I use hoof on it. Use hoof in it as fast as you can, or are you just taking your time with it?
Fast enough. We're not going at a leisurely pace, but not fast enough to tire out the horse.
Fair, smart.
Because we don't want to lose time waiting for the horse to be okay.
Oh, before we leave, do we get some horse feed and all for it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I'd probably pick that all up at the stables.
Yeah. Like, they don't let you take a horse without it.
I was going to say, we don't have to worry about water. No, wait. We don't have water. We have mayonnaise. It's back.
I'm going to put you in that jar at one point.
With mayonnaise.
I'll crack the jar over his head.
Well, I guess you could say I have egg on my face.
Yeah, if we ever meet in person, I'm going to buy one of those jars specifically made for breaking, and I'm going to throw it at you. Or that, I could just skip and just throw a jar of mayonnaise at you.
Oh, I'm terrified.
That would hurt.
Yeah.
One of them is cheaper.
A full jar of mayonnaise right to the noggin, like, could you imagine? Oh boy.
Oh, I'm terrified now. I'm gonna stop now. You said that.
I'm not.
Not even sick. Yeah, it would break.
Yeah, I know.
Just knock you clean.
Yeah. Oh dear. I just can't.
You're really shit. This is a really bad drawing of that now.
There would be
Really
amusing.
I
bad.
said stop it. Yeet.
Yeah.
Fatality.
Yeah.
Hell of a smite.
This is true. Smite. So a day after travel, yous are off the beaten path.
I was just going to ask, at any point during that day, is there a point that Shafira is in the car at the back as well? Just to ask.
Probably.
Yeah.
Can I just have a bit of character interaction, just quickly, just to Thera? I don't feel like I said it enough at the party, but thank you for getting me away from him.
It's no problem. I know what a bad parent can be like.
Did he hurt you at all? Is the scar still there from bumping into him, or
Not really a scar.
Nah.
No.
not scarred? It's
Didn't
Slight
scar.
burn.
slight burn, yeah. His skin's unfortunately like his tongue. It pushes away all those who don't benefit him.
Yeah, it's
Sorry, I didn't
fine.
warn you.
It's fine. Fire is always hurts me more than it should. So, how did you get such a terrible relationship with your pa?
Well, it's his fault that my mother lived in such disgrace, and wasn't really the closest person in the world. It was always about his work, never about family.
He's not... He's kind of similar to my mother. My parents, when I was young, used to be very much focused on their job. And then I did something, and my mother left. My dad...
So you two know what it's like to pretty much only have your father for the majority of the week.
Yes.
I still got to see my mother, but it's just not the same.
I don't even know where my mother is. I haven't seen her since I was 10 years old.
Perhaps
Anyway.
this journey will find them. Wishful thinking, hey?
I think for now, it's best that I don't. And besides, one does not need their parents to succeed in life. You should remember that. Jafir's gonna pat him on the back and then try and get some sleep.
Goodbye, my friend.
You just build over for the night.
Also, a whole conversation where Jafir didn't insult Oliver.
Oh my god.
I know.
Oh my god.
Character
There's a
development.
first for everything.
As they're sleeping. As they're sleeping. Also, Oliver, you're you just fell up.
We'll leave that. Anybody else doing anything interesting at night?
Woodland.
Scratch is still up. Like,
Scratch, give me a con save.
No!
I will be writing another letter to my dad, explaining that we're closer to finding information about what happened. And I will fold in 5 gold when I send it.
You're still feeling a bit hungry.
Scratch, my friend, are you alright, or would you like something? I'll just take out some of this.
I don't think it worked.
I'll pull out some of the. I'll pull out some of the. What you call them? What rations? Would bread suffice? Do you think for now?
I mean, anyway, but
Open your beak. Any teeth?
Not at the moment.
Scratch. I am sorry, but this is for everybody's good. And I'm going to take the rope out of my bag.
You're gonna hang the bird from the top of the carriage.
I'm just going to tie her to the roof.
Jesus Christ.
Like a Christmas tree.
Like wrap her up and run around, and then just.
I'm going to tie her to the roof like a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to kill her or something.
No, I'm going to bind her up and then just strap her down.
Yeah. Oh, that's fair.
I mean, Scratch goes one step ahead of you and pulls out like a bunch of belts.
Hey, that's a Final Fantasy amount of belts.
Nice.
I am starting to think this party is not as innocent as I once believed.
You're one to talk.
Actually, no, that probably went right over my head. No clue.
Yep.
I'll have you know, I am one to talk. My species made for life.
Not the angle I was coming at.
The angle and the dangle.
There it is.
It had every week.
He said angle, I couldn't help it.
And we killed him.
First thing into my mind as well.
Of course.
What do you mean? The angle at which I go in? Excuse me?
You said, like,
Please,
not,
no.
you said, I guess, not the angle he was aiming for.
Oh. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Well, did you enjoy your trip to
I'm not
Spain?
either.
Did you enjoy your trip to Spain without the ass?
I was about to say it.
Like, yeah, but I couldn't find the S. Okay. So now, bird is attached to roof.
Safely. Do you wish to send off... You have a thing to send, remember? Do you maybe want to send off a message to the witch telling her it didn't work?
Yeah, I will do that. No, I can't.
Yes, you can.
Message. No, because message only has a range of 120 feet.
But you have a magic item for it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I can send her a letter.
Yeah, you said her a bird.
Yeah, I sent her a bird.
Paper bird.
They're so cute. Like, just little origami birds and sending them off.
Yeah. That's why she gave it.
I hope it just doesn't rain.
Strangely enough, it doesn't say that that stops them.
It doesn't.
Waterproof!
I don't know how.
Good thing.
Maybe they're just smart and they hide. I can imagine a bunch of origami birds huddling in a cave.
Or they're made of what's it paper? Painter's paper, photo paper.
They're laminated.
The spell laminates them. Just give me 10 minutes while I just laminate the paper.
Magic.
Yeah.
Not even once.
I'm gonna go and sit up with Scratch.
Same. I'm just gonna... I feel bad.
The roof is gonna be like that.
I'm
I was
just
gonna
going
say
to
the legs are up there too,
Yeah.
but the roof's just gonna go.
I think I'm gonna set up a hammock and sleep on a nearby tree.
We're in a carriage, driving along.
Well, no, at night time you still have to stop.
Okay.
The horses can't really see.
I will go and water the horse then.
They're happy.
Yeah, I have a white wolf skin, so I'll give you that there to keep you warm.
It's okay, I can make it stop raining. You will not get wet.
The moon is still fairly bright, so the urge is real. And the next day, nothing happens. So, nothing pretty much happens throughout the rest of that day. So nobody tries to eat anybody. Nobody goes full werewolf. That sort of thing.
Oh man, I'm starting to feel really hungry.
Quiet you can technically do that anytime. At sort of lunchtime the next day, a small paper bird flies into the back of the carriage.
I open it.
Good job you told me. Luckily for you, the only person that I knew that had an alchemical ingredient that would definitely cure your friend. Guess where you're heading?
I was about to say, Matt, sorry to ruin the moment. Just you open it. We're reaching out to you about your extended car warranty.
Oh God.
You've been in an accident in the past 48 days.
Give it time. They'll figure out how to do it.
By using the paper bird magic item, you accidentally sign up for fan mail.
Agreed to our terms and agreements.
Yep.
You've been visiting unnecessary stores? What do you mean? Just walked in covered in paper origami birds. What do you mean? I ain't been giving out my address.
Well, the good news is that in this village there might be something that can help. If there's something left. Until then, I'm going to tie you up.
So any of those suits and stuff you brought along, the radiation suit is mended. Because, you just cast a mending spell. Ta-da. The armor, you don't have all the right bits of armor made up yet. That would take a bit longer.
Oh wait, I'll take it. like a month or two easily at least.
If you had the plans of what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah. I had a crayon.
Scratch, so, as you may be unable to in your predicament, may I see that device? I just like to hold on. I'd like to hold on to the Gygometer or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Just to keep an eye on it.
Let's tuck it into your pocket.
A few days later, unless you just want to do any interactions on the way. But that's up to yourselves.
We'll sing.
Well, I assume that's standard. At least.
I mean, should I keep rolling? Just gonna fast
actually,
travel over
yeah, for a couple of days, you may as well. A couple more rolls.
What's it? Is it con? It's con, isn't it?
It is indeed.
Hold on.
What's that?
24.
Ooh.
On the last night, you get a bit hungry. But like, you're tied down, so you're like, the teeth are there, but you're just like, can't move. God damn it.
I just like drop bits of meat in your mouth if you want it.
Slightly gone off steak sandwiches.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, time hasn't passed enough yet for the astral plane to have caught up time.
Oh, okay. Brilliant.
I salted them. We're sweet.
That's it. Ooh, salted steak.
Oh, Gavin.
Oh, Ollie's hungry now.
Okay.
I made myself honey glazed gammon the other night. It was lovely.
Nice.
I will take your word for it. But yes.
Beat Scratch, keep you happy.
So
I'm just gonna, any time that's happening, Ollie's just gonna try and stay as far away as possible. If he was sitting normally, his legs are, he's pushing his feet underwards.
That's fair. That makes sense.
You won't have my toes, foul.
Come for them toes. Can't even remember where that's from, but you know. But yeah. So, obviously the party have like, well and truly, you know, like freaking wrapped you up and just like, you can't do anything. It's fine.
We'll just leave snips on top of them.
That would work.
Ouch.
R.I.P. Scratch.
So yeah, you wake up the next morning tired, of course, and you are still.
Are we there yet?
You're starting to see the trees are a bit less green where you are now.
I'd like to check the meter.
Nothing at this point. But, are you going to do any scouting or anything?
I was going to say, could I listen to see if I could hear any wildlife or birds?
Give me a roll.
It's perception, yeah. The D20 plus 4. Oh,
Nice.
20.
You hear some, but not as much as you would expect.
Oh no.
These trees look, in terms of greenness, do they look burnt? Do they just look like they've just lost their leaves?
It's just look like they've lost a lot more leaves than you would expect this time of year.
Sick. Surrounding seems like...
You're at the edges, maybe.
Hopefully these trees don't represent our future. Very bare and desolate.
We've already got a bet. That's unnecessary.
Got two.
That's true.
Could get a third. You'll need a mount.
I'm sure you understand what I really mean.
A bear riding a bear.
I did once play a deck building style board game which allowed you to have bear cavalry as a thing.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't remember the name of it.
If the character's got like an armored bear as his mount, he's a Goliath, so he has to have like a 9-foot tall bear to ride in the battle.
Jesus.
It's a beast.
Is this Goliath got a Russian accent? If
Does
not,
he crush heads between thighs like Sparrow Egg?
If not, why not? Because he's riding a bear too, so it just makes sense.
No, he did do either 39 or 42 points of damage with a single punch.
Oof.
Bonk.
Yeah, that's fair. I would expect a character like full-on bear cavalry. That's Russian territory.
Oh yeah.
So
I
yeah.
wish I had a Russian accent, like.
Can I send Laura to scout ahead?
You can send Allura up to have a wee look.
Yeah.
You look like you're about 5 miles away from. That's a crater. Not a big crater, but that's a few small craters.
Guys,
It's not a big
the
crater.
ground has gone.
It's
The
big.
ground's vanished ahead. Well, in places.
There's some ruins there.
We may need to be on our guard.
That's
Something
Oh no,
ahead is
there is nothing there.
Exactly.
There
we
is
need to be
no
on our
one
guard.
there.
That's why we need to be on guard. Why is there no one there? Why is there ruins? Why is there craters?
It's called
they all
Be aware
dead.
of yourselves.
God's
You got to be aware of yourselves in that situation.
Wait, how far away are we from it now?
5 miles.
5 miles. 5 miles
How
ahead.
how fast is that thing ticking?
Very minor at this point.
Okay.
Only slightly.
You're 5 miles away and it's starting to tick.
So we've only got one suit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
mean-
one of us should go and see.
I'm cool with it.
Thanks for the follow there, all Ireland Starcraft. Nice to see you at the Twitch channel now.
Thank you all. Not to sound mean, not that a lot of us, Snips is unconscious, and you're not quite as hardy.
Give it as a compliment.
You guys are smarter.
Okay, well, we'll get as close as we can.
What I don't have in strength, I have in books.
You just get a couple of miles closer. With
Any changes in the barometer?
it's,
I know I'm mispronouncing it.
it's at the point now where it was in the mountain cave yous were in.
Getting further to the right,
It's still
Going to-
it's still before the 50% mark, like so.
it's the needle's going further to the right. I'm just going to trust my intuition here and say that's probably a bad sign.
Yep, guessing bunch of birds
I
or anything.
think we should stop.
Yeah.
If
I keep
anything,
just thinking of the fact that you can swim in the pools above the uranium.
oh,
Just walk in a bubble.
mm.
I think we should stop here while it's before we get too close.
Yeah, and the horses are a bit hesitant to go any further anyway.
Okay. We'll stop here then.
Urson, you'll be taking this one.
Does Urson fit in the suit?
Good question.
Because he's like giant and the suit is made for people.
I'm like 6'2".
Oh, that's not that bad then.
Then yeah, he would fit.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't. As long as he doesn't Hulk out.
Oh, no bear.
That's true. You can't really fight anyone in it because if you get one tear,
There's no one here to fight anyway.
no, that's true. I'm just,
Give me 1
if
second.
there's an angry rat or something.
I'd like Laura just to quickly just do a check over the surroundings for just in case there is any kind of signs of life.
Give me a perception check for Allura.
That's just my perception, isn't it?
It's yours or hers, whichever's higher.
If there's an angry rat in that crater, you know what?
Yeah.
It's hard.
Wow.
You've got
yeah.
more things to worry about.
Nah, that's terrible. That's 9.
Then yeah, nothing extra you see.
I can't see any forms of life.
Do you have any other spells you could cast to assist your friend?
I do. How far would it take to get there from here? Like,
depends how quick you gotta move, Urson.
I can make him go 60 feet.
Oh, well, you can double his movement, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it only lasts 10 minutes, so
but
we got to make sure you're close enough.
His movement is not 30.
40.
I have
No, it doesn't double, it just sets it to 60. I've got fly.
I have a proposition for you.
Oh, fly?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I have a proposition for you, Urson. Do you want to be invisible?
I don't know. If I tear the suit, I want to be able to see that. If I look down,
That's a good point.
Fair dues. I'll save it for when we need to sneak into a camp.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
I can cast aid on him. Just give slightly more hit points.
15, isn't it?
Nothing that can help you. All my spells are selfish.
You're a sorcerer.
Shield, specters, mage armor, but they don't help you. They don't help him.
No, it's only 5.
It's 5?
At this level, at least.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's spell level, isn't it?
Yeah.
5 temporary hit points?
Yep.
But...
Yep, and I can cast it on 2 other people, so even though other people aren't going in, I'll probably tap it onto, like, whoever wants it. I'll have to skip someone.
Oh, yeah.
2 squishiest. Just in case I run back.
I think we're all kind of equal levels of squishy at this point.
45 HP.
45?
Yep.
Well, I'm at 43 at the moment because I got scratched.
No, you're back up to full. You can't.
Yeah, you would have recovered by now.
Oh, yeah.
2 hit points?
Yeah.
Long rest.
Wait,
why is my health just reset on a long rest? What the heck?
Oh, you double press long rest. What? Good question. What exactly am I looking for?
Haha. There comes the question.
Corpses.
anything that looks weird?
Corpses, weird.
Any signs?
See if you can find if the alchemical shop is still standing.
Will do.
I will be with you, my friend. Well, Allura will.
Allura could survive
I
that.
gesture for the legs to follow him too.
Oh, yes. Fair.
Hey, Kara, would you like a dragon to go with him?
I do not have a dragon anymore.
You do not?
No, but my familiar will go with you, yeah.
My apologies for the mistake.
You don't
What
know.
is it?
No one's seen it yet.
What is it?
It's invisible.
It's imaginary, isn't it?
Quick! Do we still have that lantern of
Dragons.
revealing?
We do
Damn
actually,
it.
and it's lit on my hip.
It wouldn't be lit at this point.
No, it's not lit.
Yeah.
It's just my hip.
You just wanted to spook him a little bit.
Yeah.
That's fair.
No. I have it, but it's not lit. I'm not wasting oil in the middle of nowhere.
But we have infinite oil.
You pretty much, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Unless
No,
it's your-
let's keep it a surprise.
I
That's
know
gonna be like
it's invisible.
vegetable oil, they're not like...
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I do have 6 quarts of lamp oil, but
Oh, damn.
I know it's invisible. Jafir doesn't know it's there, so
It's true.
there's no reason to light it.
Yeah.
That's
If your familiar wishes to join them, then perhaps they could.
What's there?
It'd be good to give our friend our teammates some more assistance on the field.
Yes.
In
It's not
worst case
invisible, it's just-
scenarios.
It's a flute.
that would work. Yeah. Okay. So Urson starts walking in.
Good luck.
Oh no, I'm gonna tap you with fly, so you've got 10 minutes to fly in.
Yes!
Well,
But once that's run out, you're gonna fall to the ground, so make sure...
Let's do this.
Pick up the legs, please.
Allura,
do you want?
when it gets towards that time, could you let him know, please?
I will hold the hands of the legs and start singing. I can show you the.
That's amazing.
It's a hell of a sight.
Is it even, what song is that?
Wait, is Urson singing?
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea what off-worldly thing he's muttering. This is a bit different from his normal rambles. Maybe we should see if there's a cure for that.
God damn.
Go for the jugular.
Oliver woke up and chose violence.
He did choose violence today. So yeah.
Oh. Fly.
Fly.
Yeah, I don't know, 10 minutes, so I'm just gonna fly for as long as
Well, as it gets to like 9 minutes 30 seconds, Allura's like, you probably should land.
No, Allura isn't going to tell him that. He's going to say, get lower. You need to probably stay a bit lower just in case, just to let him fall, because, chaos.
No. Allura doesn't do that because Allura's like, if you fall, you're probably going to hit one of those trees. And they're kind of pointy.
Fair, yeah.
And that suit would not survive.
Allura's chaos, but she's also smart, so yeah.
And not evil.
depending on how fast it.
She's maniacal. Just mischievous.
Yes.
Mischievous, not like...
Not murderous.
Yeah.
Stares at the camera.
You land down and like continue the rest on foot. The rest of you back at the camp, give me perception rolls.
Big perception.
I need glasses.
Scratch.
Can we get a roll of perception for the horses, please?
Oh hell no, they spooked already. Don't worry about that. Scratch. You see something shambling towards you out of it.
Out of where?
Oh, Urson, you missed the zombies.
No.
This is kind of why I was surprised that you sent Urson.
We were volunteered.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we're all squishy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like maybe still tied up.
No,
It's a bit unclear.
You're not. It's only at night.
It's only at night. It's mostly at night. Mostly.
If you guys need to abandon me, I 100% understand. I'll meet you guys at one point, but.
Oh yeah, how long has it been since we sent Urson off? Because if it's like been has it been 10 minutes? Because otherwise I can't use like half my spell list.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck?
Charming.
Oh god!
Sure.
That's what you see.
That is the first time I've sworn first in a stream.
True. That's what you see. Hi, Alex.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Alex.
Hello, Alex.
You're in a bad time.
Yeah, you just wandered in, but if the party's found something interesting. Or it's found them.
Oh, I'm missing that.
Oh, so sad. Blame it, the DM.
I actually know.
Oh no, I'm...
Blame yourselves for choosing who went in.
You chose himself, so blame yourself.
Yep.
I did think like who's the best chance of surviving like absolute radiation, and even if I did that, who's the best chance of getting back to life?
This is true. They do need to get your corpse though.
I am casting immediately at this dude.
Allura's just gonna signal that something's up.
Oh yeah, to Urson.
Communication's been broken.
Oh,
just in front of the face, like.
Should I go back?
You're like at a mile and a half in.
Yeah, there's no point.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay, they'll die. Fine. I'll find new friends.
Can I get initiative rolls from you all?
Don't worry, I'll bring you all back to life.
Well, except for Urson.
Oh, I didn't know.
I'll say I gave the other 2 parts of aid to the casters.
No.
So Ollie and Jafira also have
So
it.
5, 10 hit points.
Wow.
I rolled.
Yes.
Yeah, Legs is with me.
Oh, I get them too. Nice.
Yeah. I don't have my legs. You have the legs.
5, 10.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And it's not bonus. It's your actual hit point maximum temporarily goes up. So I think if you heal until 8 hours from now, it will keep going to that slightly higher total.
Okay,
If I
pretty cool.
correctly.
Okay.
And its turn. It's roll 2. Okay.
I rolled so badly for my initiative.
Yeah, considering what your
So you
bonus.
have like a billion tier.
That's it. Oof.
Scratch gets to go first anyway. You actually have a surprise round on it because it saw you. You saw it before it was able to act.
Is it far away from me, or is it fairly?
It's about 60 feet away at this
Is
point.
it made it in fairly close? Oh, 60. Okay.
Well, I've noticed it as well with the alert feat.
Oh, you've seen it?
Sorry.
Yeah. You've seen it now, but like it was too late to get to jump on it.
That's okay.
But it doesn't get to jump on you either.
Nice.
So I'm just checking a couple of things
okay.
real fast. Okay, that's right. I have bonus actions because the legs aren't here, so save that in case I need it. Right, I'm going to run towards it. I'm going to bonus action cast Branding Smite on myself.
Yes.
Oh, I should have done that at some point.
And I am going to... I'm going to be just outside the range. But I'll close 30 feet, and I'll make 2 hand axe attacks, which I think are at disadvantage because it's technically only 20 foot
Fair. That's fair. Yeah.
range. So... 19?
Is a hit?
It's a hit, okay. So that's 10 slashing, and... Okay, the Branding Smite did 3 radiant, because the 2d6 really didn't.
Roll that again, because that doesn't... Because it applies per attack, so I'll let you actually roll that when you roll to hit. If you get me.
I'll roll 2d6 just in roll 20, so it doesn't take the spell slot.
Yeah.
Okay. Second attack.
So that's in total 15. Magic item, yeah. Second attack is a miss, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Okay. It then is your actual turn.
Oh, I just go again?
Yeah, you get to jump
Cool,
on it.
I'll close the remaining, I'll just keep running in then. Melee or stay at range.
How far away from us is it?
It's 60 feet from you. I'm gonna either close to 20 feet or go straight for melee.
I have a spell, but it would mean no one could do melee.
I have a spell, but it means no one had to
okay.
be close, and I would have had to have the right stuff for it, which I didn't, because I keep forgetting the components of spells. This isn't a video game.
How rare is it?
Hang on, I'll message you.
Yeah, because some components are just like a bit of a hassle to get, but not actually like expensive or difficult. So you just kind of assume you have them.
Yeah, so many of my spells are like, so many of my spells are like a chunk of ice, for a bit of water.
Yeah, and
I
it's
might- It's like,
yeah, no one wants to like spend 2 hours of a game role playing all the spellcasters going around to get like a twig and a bit of honeycomb or whatever. So
Look, I sent you what I would have needed.
yeah, that's a nice thing about games.
You can get that in time.
That would have been. I would have the stuff for that.
Yeah, you can obviously take the money off for it, but you can have that on hand if you need to.
Okay. Yeah.
That's easy
Okay.
enough. It's easy enough to be found.
Cool. In that case, I'll keep moving so I'm within 20 feet of it. I'll strafe to the side a bit so the spellcasters can see, and I'll whack it with 2 more hand axe attacks.
Is that a
So these are
virtual-
not
did,
at disadvantage.
did someone's virtual assistant just go off? Was that just me?
Yes.
I
It
just get
wasn't
accidentally
that,
roll
it
3
was
there.
me
Dash
trying to
off.
check my notifications and my phone immediately going onto
Ah.
TikTok.
Was the no? It rolled twice, a 24 and a 14.
Yeah.
The original 14
So
was
24 will
from-
hit.
Yeah, 24 hits.
Oh, okay, it was the one. Okay, that's another 9 slashing.
Does Searing Smite not
I
apply still,
don't believe.
or is that for
I
one attack?
believe it's only your first hit. I think.
I thought it was
I think
per
it's one
come
round.
back?
attack.
Yeah.
Let me just double check that.
I think it might be a concentration
Nee,
spell.
nee. Next time you hit a creature, it's concentration, but I think it only it expends itself in the first successful
Fair enough. Yeah,
strike.
there's some that actually just
Oh, it
like
can't become invisible.
fair.
Uh,
You still did a chunk to it.
I don't believe I've any. Yeah, I don't believe I've any other useful bonus actions, so that's my turn.
That's fair. Kara, it's your turn.
how far away is it?
60 feet.
60 feet. Okay, I'm going 30 feet towards it.
Okay.
I'm using my action to dismiss my familiar because it's with Urson and I kind of need it at the moment. And I'll use my bonus action to use Blinding Smite, but that won't do anything until I'm actually in combat, so that's it for my turn.
Cool. Its turn. And it covers the gap up to Scratch. Shambles forward. Shambles forward.
I like the fight map, by the way. Giant. And then just 4 of us, and then mini.
Yeah, the minis just there because it's a token. It means I can show off the stats of it easier.
Don't talk to
Little
me
baby.
of my son all over again.
How does this work? How does this work?
He is awful.
Oh, he is awful.
Are we in agreement that this thing's an undead?
No.
What's your AC currently?
My
Scratch.
AC currently is 18.
He hits you.
Wait, is it the shield reaction?
You can do. And you block the attack.
Nice.
He was trying to grab you.
Cool.
With what?
That's a good point. That's with what?
All the damn arms.
Immediate hug.
Yeah.
That's horrifying.
I was joking about like growing extra arms.
Shield spell saved your ass.
Oh, wait, you're right.
Person if his suit tears.
Come back like an actual 6-9 bear.
And yeah, Jafira, your turn.
Oh, good.
Spider bear.
I'm assuming Gratch is now in between me and this creature.
Yeah, Scratch was already.
I did
kind of,
specify that I moved sideways,
but
so
he followed.
depending on what you're doing.
Mhm.
Oh, he followed. That's right.
Yeah.
Followed.
Because he wanted to give you a hug.
Aww.
I mean, if he waits the evening, he can have
Can
a
I
very
move?
interesting hug. But
Can I move so he's not in the way?
Mhm.
Okay, I want to move and cast lightning bolt on him.
Yep, easy enough to do.
He must make a dex save. you not get 31 points of lightning damage.
What was your DC, sorry?
14.
He makes the save. Wow.
Oh no, so he takes 16 points of damage.
Really good.
He rolled that. He actually, yeah. He had a +1 to Dex and rolled a 19. Dice, yo.
How much distance is between him and me?
Still
If
is
it's
about
greater than
greater than what?
10 feet, it doesn't matter.
Oh, it is greater than 10 feet.
Oh well, that's
Unless,
my turn.
I was gonna say, unless you move right up to it, which I don't think you
No.
would.
No.
Not with that huggy-looking guy.
Nah, it's just because I explode now. I will use it one day, but not
This
today.
is true. And that's mostly for a I'm in trouble moment.
Mm-hmm. Probably an extra 3 points of damage anyway, so.
But it helps. Yeah.
So that's my turn.
Okay. Oliver.
I'm stuck trying to work out what this thing is in terms of.
Give me a religion check if you have it. Otherwise, intelligence.
I do not have religion. Intelligence.
Actually, is it religion?
19 and intelligence.
That would actually. What knowledge skill do you have? You have Arcana. Do you have history? And
I have history, yes.
by any chance, do you have nature?
Yes.
Then yeah, you would have figured this out. This is like a monstrosity. What's called?
So that doesn't count.
It's not undead, but it's like something that you don't normally see here.
It's not a fiend either, then.
It's not native to this plane.
Just for reference, I use my bonus action to use for 3 point.
So that wouldn't come up as a fiend or an undead.
No, neither of those.
So there's no point in doing what I thought I was going to do.
Oh, you're gonna magic circle.
I was, yeah.
It
Fair enough.
seems to be like 19's enough, actually. It's something that would normally inhabit the Shadowfell.
This thing's far from its home.
It shows up in areas of like hopelessness and other sort of strong negative emotions.
Oh good, it's not a poor
This
town.
is an omen.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
an omen of the times, guys.
And there was somebody
This is known
says
as a loss.
the radiation.
Mm.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
Mm.
it does not seem to be that.
Mm. Well, at least that's the good news.
Mhm.
Good as it can be.
So what do you wish to
well,
do?
I'm staying back, and I'm firing fireball at it, I guess. Oh no, I can activate a minor illusion.
Do you think it would
So
matter?
what's the one that can duplicate? What was that called?
Oh, mirror image.
Yeah.
That's self only though, so it would only duplicate you.
I'll save that. I'll fireball.
Fair.
Natural.
Crit.
Ooh.
So roll damage.
Oh yeah.
8.
And remember, you get to roll the dice again and add it on.
14. So 22.
22 fire damage.
My friends, what we face here is known as a lost. Though it is far from its home. Well, perhaps. These things... These things like to live in areas of complete disarray and destruction, hopelessness, and fear and pain, and all darkness that a human heart may feel. Do not let your guards down against this thing. And I suppose, in irony, do not despair it. Watch out for its arms.
And then that,
So the rest of that was really spiritual, but then
watch out for its arms.
Yeah,
You ruined it. It doesn't. Let me just tell you firsthand: these things do not want hugs, as much as it seems like it.
You sure?
Oh, look, it wants hugs.
There's only one way to find out.
This is true.
Why are you pushing me towards it?
So now, that's back up to scratch.
Right.
Thinking if I stay in melee, I should do something to make myself less hittable, but they're all actions and not bonuses.
That looked a bit
they're
too
all actions.
suggestive there, Ollie. Just a little. Yes, you are.
Mouse is going back over the disconnect button.
Ollie, in your analysis, would you know if it has true sight? Or
Would I?
does it have eyes? Does it see normally, or can I see while I'm up here? Just because like two
Would
of
I
the three
know
things
about
I'm
this?
considering get plonked by blind sight or true sight.
DM? Oh, you're searching it.
Nice.
It doesn't have it.
Cool.
Whatever you're planning, I'd just like to relay that information. It is attractive. Whatever you're planning, having to report this thing does not have this sight of truth.
I'm going to cast Mirror Image
Fire.
through my rapier then.
Nice.
Fire away.
And
There
just
are
create
now
several
3
duplicates.
burbs.
Yeah!
Ooh.
Bird! Oh, it was a bird, wasn't it? The one with
Like an
the
addition
eggs.
for Alfred Hitchcock.
I was thinking Wheatley from Portal, but okay.
That's fair. But Shadow Clone no jutsu.
I don't have that effect yet, but I might get it if I get a green screen.
That's my action, and I don't believe I can do any attacking things in bonus, so I'm just going to stay where I am.
That's fair.
Honest, my head was like flow down.
Kara.
I'm gonna try and flank it, and then stab it in the back.
Easy enough to do.
Stab it in the butt. Stab it in the butt.
A roll with advantage.
Where's my shiny knife? There we go. First one's a 19. Try for a crit. No, okay.
It's indeed a hit.
Yeah, so that is 6 slashing damage, and then I need to get the damage for... Where is it? Blinding Smite. Which does 8 radiant damage, and I realized that I haven't been doing this, but I've got Radiant Soul, so I also add my Charisma modifier to fire and radiant damage, so that's...
With 11 then, isn't it?
I can
The extra
Wait.
3 on top of that?
Extra 3. It's my Charisma, so it's plus 5,
Oh,
so that's
5.
13. So yeah, 6 slashing and 13 radiant damage.
You can, Matherson.
Blurp.
Yeah.
Shink.
It does.
As
Nice.
gone.
You got it?
I'm gone.
Hey.
Dead.
See? We don't need Barbarian. Everyone sits to find the next fight.
Oh, no.
Oh,
We
no.
don't need Doom.
So even though that lasted, what, all of, like 12 seconds, Urson is walking ahead at this point.
Alora's
Just going for a stroll.
Just gonna relay the information that battle has been won.
Hey, look, they don't need you.
That's pretty much it.
Damn.
Turns out they didn't need. Turns out they didn't need you in this one. It looks like you're starting to rub off on the party.
Every time I remember that bird's Scottish, it's like a slap in the face.
It's not. They're not actually Scottish.
It's morphing again.
It's always
They're all
morphing.
over the place. They're Fae. They're good at mimicking different voices, but they don't like one specific.
Are you sure about that?
I don't know what you tell me.
Let's be honest. The bird might be good at mimicking people.
Exactly. I'm not.
Brutal.
I'm gonna say how many did they fight?
I think everyone just woke up today and chose violence.
Yeah.
I haven't had a day recently where I haven't.
We're making up for the lack of Ethan.
This is true.
I had 3 days of work in a row. Of course, I woke up and chose violence.
Yeah, you work in retail. Violence is automatic.
5 days a week.
Violence was always an option. Oh, I don't have my knife. I'll hold the banana instead. Violence was always an option.
Oh, that's so wrong.
Don't.
Speaking of which, I got you a weapon.
Somebody's got to clip that.
I was about to say something that was so clippable and just...
Oh.
I had
No, look at the screen.
Yeah, cutlass.
Oh, can I have
I'm
that?
not
So
going to do
cool.
that again. They say that banana's gone. Okay,
It is ridiculously sharp at the point. I accidentally dropped up my thumb and I think I hit a bone.
Yeah, I am. I'm going to behave myself
Are you
now.
okay?
We've got.
Oh yeah.
So we've
Does
got
that
someone
need
that can.
stitches? Does that not need stitches if it hits a bone?
Oh, I mean, it was like that sharp. Like pulled out, it was like that clean. Like it dropped blood, and that was it. I was like,
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
pretty
definitely.
Oh, it was like right on the knuckle.
Yeah.
right on the actual.
Please don't. I'm getting phantom pains from that.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
I'm just gonna say. So we've got someone that can slice me in half. Someone's gonna throw a mayonnaise jar at me. I'm gonna behave now.
Yeah, 35. 35
I wouldn't
Is that
care.
all?
Yeah.
Wow.
Go on then, Kara. Scratch. What have you got to? Am I gonna get pushed off a cliff?
You'll find out.
This is true.
I think really veiled threats is the best I've got to offer here.
It's generally
That
all I
suits
have,
you.
yeah.
The great thing is that suits Kara as well.
Yeah. Like, I think out of everyone, we know about Kara the least.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
This is true. As intended.
I'm giving no response to that.
Give us a roleplay.
You'll see.
That silence was deafening.
You will see. You guys will see.
You will all see.
So how long have you been a god?
So it takes about 30 minutes of like high speed walking from Urson to get near enough
You're going
to
for a
it.
power walk.
Pretty much. You come into what looked like a large amount of ruins, large amount of rubble, and a few craters.
I was just going to add, I guess you could say he's a wanderer. He's a wanderer. He wanders around.
Damn right.
Yes, there's some rubble. Large. Is there anything in the center of this crater?
No, there's like a bunch of small craters. You see, like, how much of that would be left? Probably, actually, none of it. None of it would be left. No real shrapnel, for obvious reasons. The Geiger counter, I'm assuming, has been passed to you while you're as you go into the center, it gets stronger at the center of each of these craters.
I don't see any large shining rocks in the center, no. I was going to be like, oh, my friends would love this. Hey guys!
You wouldn't.
I know this growing green thing.
There is some
Great.
smolder and stuff like that in the area too.
I was just trying to discern whether or not something fell from the skies to destroy this here, or if it was like a boom from the center.
Oh no, something landed and it created that.
Oh.
Something not, well, you would assume not like not a person, so not a big thing, like an object fell.
So it wasn't your mother.
Whew.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. I'm.
Huh? Oh no.
Personally, I know exactly what it is, but obviously, but
Yeah.
but
Oh,
do you have a rough idea?
I have a rough idea, but the nursing mind I was thinking is Starkor. The Legion come this far north. Like, there's no way the armies have come up this far.
No, this. Nah, I couldn't even tell you. You wouldn't have an inkling at this point.
No.
You don't know enough. Allura's there, however.
Yes.
Those impact craters. Those are impact craters, by the way. Kind of obvious. The object's not huge. You would assume maybe that size. Dropped from launched at least from a distance in the air. Because if it was like close at all, there would whoever threw it wouldn't survive it.
Mm.
Welcome to D&D with nuclear warfare.
Give me an investigation roll for Allura and for Urson.
Sweet, I get -1 to it.
That's a crit fail.
The legs can perceive decently, but they don't have good investigation.
11.
Well, if they're looking out, then give a perception.
Allura's a bit distracted
That's
here
it.
by death and destruction.
I don't think that's true.
Like they're looking at like a war scene, and we're all poking this thing with a stick back at
Right.
them.
Hang on a second, I got this. Such devastation! This is not my intention.
I'm the only
Give
person
up,
that gets that.
dude.
I'm the only person that gets that reference. And oh boy, you don't know how close you are.
Oh, you know it's good when my
such
life.
devastation
This was
was not my intent. Oh dear.
Oh, he's such a clown.
I say, well, this is nothing. We've put many villages to the torch, but it's just a very different way they've done it.
There's the ruins that are still standing. There are scorch marks in shapes of bodies.
Oh, yeah.
You've just been Hiroshima. Holy damn!
God.
Can we point out that Oliver is like, oh my god, this is terrible, and Ursa's only thought is efficient.
The legs actually spot that there is like
Everyone back at the
something.
camp is just.
There's something in one of the ruins. Legs obviously
Okay,
have
everyone-
no idea what it is, but there's something weird on the ground.
I was going to say, everyone back in the carriage is
Tom?
seeing me react, but they have no idea what I'm reacting to. So they're just seeing me go, oh god.
The legs stomp
Oh.
to get Urson's attention, and then they clomp towards whatever they've spotted.
Sure, I'll fall about and
There's a circle in the ground with what looks to be like a wheel on top.
The thought that just came into my head is so rude, like I can't even say it on stream.
Type it in the chat. Type it in the Discord chat.
I love when people say that because there's a little game that everyone plays where they try and figure out what it is.
Well, something with a wheel on top.
Well, we can't get it more wrong than the vinyl, which took us like half an hour.
Jesus.
That was so good though.
This is giant final.
Well, I've already worked on it. Because I played We Happy Few, so.
I finished typing it.
Oh god, please no.
So, Herder, what did you describe there? Actually, I was typing something and I completely lost what I read.
It's like a small sort of slightly bump in what looks to be in one of the ruins, with like a wheel stuck, like pointing out, but like that, pointing on top of it seems to be.
Laura's just gonna land on the handle.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say the bird. Yeah, you have any idea what this is? This is it looks like a very strong wheel to me.
Is Laura just gonna, with the head, just signal turn? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, Laura's just gonna signal the head, like,
but
this can turn.
You are perceiving, so like, yeah, you can, like, if you have an idea, then yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Just gonna start turning this thing and try to.
Alora's just gonna stay on it while he turns it.
Give me a strength check.
Excellent. Strength is not exactly my forte.
The barbarian doesn't have good strength.
17.
You have advantage, don't you, as well? Or is that only when raging?
No, I don't believe I do.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, 17's perfect anyway. So yeah, it does move, and moves, and moves, and then it kind of seems that you can lift it up.
All of your encouragement.
God, if there's anybody in here, am I going to kill them?
You don't know.
Raging for
like Alora to go in first.
You don't even need to raise, like, you're able to, like, push it over. And there is a ladder.
Oh, down I go.
And there's a wheel on the inside of the cover as well.
Oh, yeah, can I close that thing over the top as well?
Yeah.
Wait, just give it a little sail shot and climb down and...
Did you just find a tank?
Did Alora and did Alora and Legs come down with you, or?
Yeah, if you wish. I'll have Legs sitting on my shoulders.
Yeah!
Give the child a piggyback.
And Alora's just gonna sit on top of Legs.
You climb down for a couple of minutes. The counter is actually dropped significantly.
Welcome to the vault.
It's definitely the vault.
No, you actually find a storage room of some sorts.
Oh.
Fallout
with a couple of crates of something. Seems to be a few plants on the wall, like set on different shelves, and a strange sort of circular, like metallic circular object with like 4 legs, except they come out the side rather than, but they don't seem to have feet. They have like bits of metal, 3 bits of metal on the top part of it.
Why the hell did we send the dumb one to do this? First, I'm gonna pop out a dagger and give the crate a little, see what's in there.
Alchemical supplies.
What is it? It's flour.
Ooh. Oh, I got a torch out.
Is there anything that Laura can spot in this alchemical stuff that's of interest?
Something.
Cured.
All of it's interesting. Allura doesn't know what most of it does.
Legs try like shaking a box. See how heavy they are.
Chunky enough. But there seems to be like a bit of string, well, a bit of rope attached to this other device, or this other thing lying on the ground. Like on, say, a wooden, was it 4 bits of rope tied to like a bottom of a box?
Is it a drum?
You don't know.
Oh, it's a pulley.
I'm confused. You said it was like a table.
What was
the description of the thing on them?
circular object with legs protruding from the side and then metallic things on the end of the legs.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, you could be right. It probably is a drone. I was like, what? That sounds drone-ish. No.
The only reason I say that and went straight for drone is because I've had one hit me in the head before.
And then it hit me.
It sounds like
This is up against the wall, yeah?
What is?
Oh, it's circular object with like legs protruding from it.
No, it's sitting on the floor beside the boxes.
Is there any buttons on it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start hitting buttons.
Right.
What does this button do?
Give me a roll of a d20, and what is your charisma score?
What is that?
0. I have 11 charisma.
Roll
Oh,
under
God.
it. Roll under 11.
Roll 1 to 11. Oh, sweet. 7.
Cool. You press the right button. The 4 bits of metal start spinning. And it does start to lift off the ground a bit.
Oh dear God, what's that?
Oh, you've said it now as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't have a great history of machines. Just doesn't look like it has any weapons on it.
None.
Sweet, I'm not gonna hit it then. Oh, wait, this gets it in a night. Ooh.
I'm kind of imagining it's like a game of, gosh darn, Rainbow Six when you pull up the cameras. So he's up here with the cameras, pulls it down, it's just going to be the two of them ready to strike him down.
Yeah, you could.
Oh.
Can I tie like some rope to this drone, see if it'll like take it up?
It already has rope tied to it.
Sweet.
So, like, if it has enough distance, yeah, it would be able to lift up the crates.
Guys, I got a new pet for Scratch because I haven't one of those.
Seems our friend has found a new pet.
Can we attach this to your legs? Like flying leg kicks.
It's a leg jetpack.
Leg
It's-
copter.
God, I think there was a Power Rangers Megazord that used like this sort of like flying in technology, and then just drop podding it. I think, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Hopefully, that's gonna start sending alchemical supplies up.
Yes, but you have closed it.
Son of a.
Yeah. Don't.
I'm gonna give it.
Okay.
I'm gonna give a quick look around first.
There is a lot of other stuff in here. You don't know what any of it is.
I don't have a lot of sacks, do I?
Do you have the bag of holding with you?
It looks shiny. It's going in.
I was going to say you normally do. So yeah, everything else, bag of holding.
Sweet, just as much as I can into that there, and then I'll start climbing.
You start climbing.
I'll put this out, and I'm not even going to look for survivors because I've seen shadows of people. Dead.
Yeah, that's it exactly. There are symbols on the boxes, but you have no idea what they mean either.
It's not Latin. I can't read it.
No, it's not even that. It just seems to be like a company logo more than anything.
What's this logo look like?
You're not even sure.
Not an umbrella, is it?
No. But the thing follows you back.
Sweet.
As Alora's come back, I'm just gonna
If you
break
set
the
it off,
connection.
it just goes off into the distance.
I'll break the connection with Alora as Alora's on the way back and just explain everything I saw to the concerned party members.
Jafira, you know what that symbol is.
The Panaman family?
I was going to say, if that thing starts going up in the wrong direction, you're going to see me running with javelins. Get back here!
You rolled low enough that you actually managed to direct it to like pretty much follow.
Yes.
It does have an interesting effect. I'm pretty much treating it as a 3 times per day you get to cast Tensor's floating disc.
Ooh.
Oh.
That's...
Because it makes sense.
Wait, so it can carry us?
Tensor's floating disc can't carry people. Technically.
So we can drop a giant turtle out of a bag of holding.
Well, yeah.
Sackful.
Oh yeah, that works.
We can drop flour over them.
So this is my missing supplies.
This is the missing supplies.
Yeah, it's crap on
The other stuff in the bag. The
How's your travel, my friend?
the thing that the alchemist wanted you to find's in there too.
What is it?
It's like a stronger belladonna root. It's thick. It's like a, oh dear lord, if you eat this, this is gonna sting.
Maybe we should take the raw ingredients.
To be honest, I don't know exactly how it works. I don't think eating it would be safe if we don't know. So let's head back before we do anything.
Now, are you going to head back to the town, or are you going to head to the original destination of these ingredients? Both of which are equidistant.
Who wants to meet my dad?
Yes. Also, quick question. Did you guys fight something without me?
Oh yeah, there's a dead corpse.
Laura told you if that did she?
Yes. Oh,
We didn't exactly have a choice.
Yeah.
Don't get too jealous. It's okay.
I'll tell you what. We'll save the next one for you.
I was just looking at me like, what does Crosby have? And
Well, what
Flesh.
we could do is, I'm sure my dad knows just what to do with the root as you do, and he could really do these supplies.
sure.
Every single thing that your parents ordered is actually in that crate. It's like that was their actual shipment.
Perhaps we should do that, but right home to the town. Make them aware.
Yep.
Oh,
I
Scratch.
will.
Go to your present.
Hey, Scratch, there's a drone.
By the heavens, what is that thing?
Oh yeah,
Oh, wait,
Scratch
that's
like
Laura.
whoop,
So,
descended on that thing the second it appeared.
Yes.
I will
and
write-
Oliver is just interestingly just. Ooh, what is this? Ooh. Ooh.
It seems to be solar
Does it have
powered.
cup holders? Does it have cup holders?
It has no cup holders. It is solar powered.
No!
I mean, I'm sure it can carry a cup.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
I will write a letter to Belladonna explaining this.
You will receive
I'll-
like a reply of the recipe, of specifically what she was what needed to be made. But obviously
Nice.
says like obviously if you just get to an alchemist lab, use that.
Oh,
Listen, what do you call this thing?
Gerald.
The
Yeah.
Gerald. Okay.
Gerald the
There we
drone. I
go.
like
you
it.
know,
Gerald has been added to the
it's
notes.
not even. He's just completely eradicated the word drone from history, and now it is.
Gerald.
Oh yeah, I got a Gerald last week. Oh cool, how about that set you back? Don't you need a
Gerald
license for one of those
Drone.
now?
Yep.
You joke with this. I've done that even in my Star Trek campaign. We kind of did that for a while. We made a culture invent helmets.
Nice.
A pleasure to meet you, Gerald. Oh,
He has a strong sound type.
yes, they don't seem to be one to speak.
Doesn't have a mouth.
Also, quick question. You guys cast magic and Scratch, you cast, metal stuff. Something went boom in that town, and now there are outlines of people. Like,
I'm aware.
memorized. Yeah, you wouldn't have to know what would have done that.
Whoever it was, whoever launched it couldn't have been nearby. That would have been their end.
Yeah,
I highly doubt someone unleashing that much force would have been wanting the end of their own life.
it must have been a spell of some kind.
That's the thing, physical
Yeah, that's right.
components like that don't usually hark to a spell.
Magic then. Maybe a fire genie.
Some form of imbuement, that's for sure.
Genie.
Perhaps the construct?
Maybe sow those seeds.
It left behind objects.
Yeah, they left behind physical residue.
the only ones I know somewhat possible of something similar are nowhere near here. So, do you guys have any ideas, or?
No.
However,
Does this remind...
they did it. How is anyone profiting from this?
Yeah, destruction.
A quick way to get from free land.
Yeah, just have to wait a couple hundred years.
Would that
That's
land even
true.
be usable? We saw what they did to the lizard folk. Imagine anything else planted there.
I mean, yeah, deer,
Yeah,
scratching,
It is-
eating.
It is a way to get rid of your enemies and ensure they cannot come back.
Snips, what was witnessed there? Would you say it was possibly in any way similar to the stories you were told of Ragnarok? Oh, sorry, he can't answer.
Turtle noises.
Yeah. Don't ask questions to characters that aren't here. Or players that aren't here.
How big was this town? Like, would it have been an actual good military target at all, or?
It's hard to tell because of magic users.
Hmm.
Like what?
Oh yeah, I guess.
Yeah, what constitutes a good military target?
Hmm.
Anyway,
Like,
I gotta go home now.
Oh, you get to meet your father?
I must ask,
Be
if we are to meet your family, please tell me we don't have to dress all smart like at the party.
You realize that I'm literally broke, right?
I did not. You seem
Before
to
I
carry
came
yourself
here-
very well for
You know my... I'm poor. Not uncultured.
Cut down.
as we said, no, everyone in this party chose violence.
The barbarian is somewhat zen.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean this as a compliment. You don't carry yourself as someone that's down on their luck in that way.
Ooh, you're getting stabbed today.
I
Ooh.
respect that.
We start the travel,
I very
But-
much respect that.
but I will leave it there.
Yo. Okay.
Well, I want Snips
Yeah.
to be here for it.
Yeah.
He,
Okay.
Fair enough.
He respects that. He respects that she doesn't.
And we probably
know.
discuss town stuff.
Mhm.
So you have a bit more reference.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would
it's
help.
Like I mean, like a slave and broke, and yet I still have pride.
Yeah. Like,
Exactly.
just because I'm poor doesn't mean I'm gonna be like, oh, what
Look,
is
I'm
food?"
rich. I came from a rich heritage. I'm very unaware of what being poor is like. Okay.
You're about to get a start. This is
Two.
gonna be fun.
Right.
Look,
so,
if I had lived, continued living in the capital, he would have probably been stabbed in the streets.
so
How did you fare?
next week
Like,
will
probably
be
London's
us doing
urchins.
that. The week after, I'm going to take a break for a week to catch up on stuff I need to get ready for the final 2 weeks. I say 2 weeks. I hope it's 2 weeks, because whilst I have the last encounter written, I do not have the dungeon written because work's gone away and such. Also, it made sense to me that like, what date is the week after? Oh, it's the 12th. Yeah. That's
We'll ignore
not.
that the
That's not
aquatic
running.
voice.
That's not running that date.
Yeah.
Over that.
Yeah. That's the thing over here. That it might be noisy, so it's better not doing it.
Yeah.
The cold fish people took over the first season of this campaign.
Huh.
I am cool with this. The longer we prolong going to my master or anything out there, I'm cool with this.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be interesting. I
I
don't know
will
what's
show
going
you.
on.
I will show you guys the world. It is not shimmering and shining. It is desolate.
Well,
Nice.
I'll see what you do. Because you completely do something completely out of left field that I wasn't planning on just doing for another 6 months. Knowing you guys, entirely possible. But in which case, I will slightly rework around which way it goes. But yeah. And I think next time will also be your level 8.
Yeah.
Because you start getting close.
Fighter champion. I'm a crit on the 19 to 20.
Are you fighter level 2 already?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow! So
Fighter
you're barbarian 5.
Fighter 2.
Yeah. I might need to get that added on.
Oh, have you already multiclassed?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to multiclass. I don't think I can. I wanted to multiclass, but I don't have high enough stats.
Oh, so yeah, that's right. If your stat totals are really low, you might be.
Yeah, I can't multiclass.
If you tell me what you would like to multiclass to, I can work something.
Yeah.
Because there are ways and means. But yeah. Thanks everybody else for joining us tonight. And
Thanks everyone. You have a good night.
Yeah.
Good night.
Hi guys.
Bye.
Bye.